Hey everybody, this is Riker Rider, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Apparently, 1 month has passed since the Norian mission, and quite a bit
She's
has
coming
happened.
too. Can you hear me, Samus? Vital signs are stable. Welcome back, Samus. You've been asleep for quite some time. A month, to be exact. We feared we'd lost you.
Wow, a whole month? Oh, another nice touch. Notice that Samus's energy is not at 100%. That's a really nice touch, Retro.
Thanks to your great work, Norian is now safe. At the end of the battle, we found you and the other hunters all unconscious. Our medical examinations then yielded surprising results. Your bodies are now, somehow, self-generating Phazon.
Wow.
What's even stranger is that there are no negative effects to your health. This led us to investigate if we could make effective use of this Phazon.
Wow. I thought Phazon was supposed to be, like, the most toxic thing in Federation space. That doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever.
During the invasion on Norian, you must have noticed some powerful troopers in new suits. They were wearing what we call Phazon Enhancement devices, or PEDs.
So that's what the PED troopers were.
We integrated this same Phazon Enhancement device into your armor while repairing your damaged bodysuit.
A lot of people do not like the PED suit. I think it's okay. It's definitely better than the fusion suit. The fusion suit was so ugly.
Troopers wearing this device have Phazon pumped to their weapons from an external backpack. This gives them an extra boost in firepower. But in your case, think about it. With this Phazon coursing through your body, you can fuel the PED using your own internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you think? Why don't you try the PED now? Seal the room.
Yeah, the PED is pretty cool because it lets you use your extra energy to boost your
Initiate
firepower.
PED program.
Recharging energy reserves.
Okay. The thing about Hypermode is in order to use it, you're going to need one full energy tank. And once that energy tank is depleted, Hypermode ends, and you can hold the plus button again for a couple seconds to cancel Hypermode, and any energy that you have left in your current tank for Hypermode will be added back to your energy reserves.
Recharging energy reserves.
And just as it said, after 25 seconds, Hypermode will automatically end. And any energy that you have not used will be depleted. So keep track of how much time you've been in Hypermode, and if you approach that 25-second limit, hold plus again to get your energy back, and you can just restart Hypermode again immediately.
To deal with them, you'll need the firepower of the PED suit. Make good use of it. Now that you are familiar with the workings of the PED device, the Aurora Unit 242 would like to meet with you. There are many pressing matters to discuss. The AU chamber is located just off the command bridge. You'd better get going. Good luck.
Now, if you want to practice using Hypermode, there's more places on the ship you can do it. There's these kinds of Phazon targets that you encountered in the test run all over the ship if you want to use Hypermode some more. Now, Hypermode is really the key to this game. When you use... The idea is that some enemies are really powerful, and it makes you make a choice between guaranteed taking some damage to take that thing out, or you can risk it, spend more time taking the enemy out, and possibly end up taking more damage than you would have spent from using Hypermode to take it out. Personally, I think if you're playing on Hypermode difficulty, it is more important that you what is it? I think it's more important to use Hypermode properly, meaning if you find some tough enemies. What was I getting at? Yeah, if you find particularly hard enemies, or sorry, trying to mark something off of my checklist. Yes, I have an item checklist, so I don't miss anything. It's most of the time, if you're having trouble with an enemy, it's better to go into Hypermode. And you don't, and like I said, you don't have to use the whole tank. You can go in and out of Hypermode, and that's going to be one of the keys to the game.
Samus, you made it. Glad to hear you're feeling better. You've been cleared to enter the AU chamber. Please proceed through these doors and up the lift. The Aurora unit is expecting you.
Yep.
Samus Barons entering AU lift area. Security clearance 5 granted. Clearance confirmed, G5. Opening chamber vault.
Okay. It'll be interesting to hear what the Aurora unit has to say, and especially getting Samus caught up on what's happened in the last month.
Step onto the communications platform to interface with the Aurora unit.
Hey there, 242, what's going on? (242), where are you? There's 242.
Welcome, Samus Aran. Let us begin. Time is most critical. During the attempted pirate invasion of Norian, it was confirmed that 2 nearby planets were similarly attacked. These planets are named Rio and Elysia. These Leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet, spreading a virulent Phazon carried inside their bodies.
Leviathans is what they're called.
Must be destroyed. 2 weeks ago, we dispatched runners to Brio, Gore to Elysia, while Gandreda was sent to locate the space pirate stronghold. Like you, they were outfitted with PED devices in order to confront this new threat. We lost contact with all of them 7 days ago, and fear the worst. In their absence, we need you to travel to these planets and finish their missions. The closest planet is Brio. This will be your first objective.
The question is, in the past 2 or 3 weeks or whatnot, that these Leviathans impacted the planet, how much corruption is spread?
Please be on the lookout for any clues that might help us understand what happened to Rundus and the other hunters. Good luck.
Boy, we're gonna need it. Because the planet Brio is where the game really begins. So are you guys ready to see the real beginning of Metroid Prime 3 corruption? Well, you're about to. And you're about to see all kinds of pain. Pain, suffering, anguish, yelling, swearing, you name it.
Samus, the fleet is now moving to the rendezvous location. You will no longer be able to dock with us from this point forward.
Well, there's nothing we need to do on the ship anyway.
Rest assured, we will keep communication lines open and supply you with information when necessary.
Thank you.
Good luck on Brio.
Okay, now that we're back in the ship, let's get a status report. Yeah, that last field that wasn't visible before keeps track of how many times you used Hypermode. In a typical veteran mode playthrough, I'll use Hypermode around 300 times. I expect in Hypermode that number to be a lot bigger. So it doesn't appear that we can do anything else on Norian right now, so let's just go ahead and dive into Brio. Right now there's only one platform we'll be able to dock at, but we'll be able to find more eventually. Even though Brio is very small on the map, it's a pretty big planet. It's definitely bigger than Norian. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot on Brio because I don't have really a lot of time left for this episode. I mean, I'm like, what, 10 minutes in already? But we'll get to it. One thing you'll notice is that there's a lot more wildlife on Brio. Brio is basically the natural planet in Metroid Prime 3. Out of the 4 planets. And I really like the Cliffside Brio music. This music's so good that I actually have it put on a CD. Yes, I have, like, probably a dozen video game CDs in my car.
Sense. The Leviathan seed is protected by an energy shield. You will not be able to reach it with that barrier active. We need more data to determine how the shield can be disabled. You are near the wreckage of a downed Federation vessel. If you can use the satellite uplink on the ship, you may be able to access information concerning the seed. Prepare to receive the ship's coordinates now.
I'll show you where it is, but I want to take care of these losers first. There's versions of this later that are much more annoying. We'll get to those in a bit. Is that missiles? I thought I saw him drop something. Whatever. Anyway, here we go. Our objective is clear over there. And like the AU said, once we have that uplink active, we'll be able to get a lot more information about not only the seed, but Brio itself. And any information we can get is necessary. Well, maybe not necessary, but it's very helpful. That information is necessary. Now, this room has a pretty big puzzle in it. And you're going to be actually passing through this room quite a bit. Matter of fact, I think there's at least one expansion in it, but we can't get it right now. One thing that Retro likes to do a lot with this game is they like to tease you with power-ups that you can't get. There's a lot of morph ball tunnels around here, too. Now, isn't there there's something around here I'm forgetting. Here, maybe? No, that's... Okay. That's what we were looking for. Just the wrong way. There's a couple morph ball tunnels to go into down here that lead to an orange bomb slot and a green bomb slot. In order to progress into the next part of Brio, you're going to need to activate both of these. They also lower some platforms for you. Can I still go across this bridge? I think I can. Oh, watch out for these swarm bots. They do a lot of damage. When they group together to try to fire their shot, that's when you should shoot the gathering energy, and it will overload them and kill them all. You can't really damage them otherwise. And you don't want to get hit by that blast because it does a lot of damage. I think it does at least 30 damage. And there's a lot of these guys around here. Oh, there's a grapple point back there. I overlooked that. Not morph, grapple. They're Ah! Okay, where are these losers shooting? Oh, there's one right above me. Ow! Please die, thank you. Pretty much all the awesome visual stuff from Metroid Prime 1 and 2 regarding Samus's cannon was kept for Metroid Prime 3. As a matter of fact, I think it looks better, which should surprise you because it's on a more powerful console. And that should open up the gate, which will take us to the next area. Do any of you guys actually like how the PED suit looks? Because I don't really care for it. Am I in range of that guy? Good, I'm not. There's another one shooting at me. Ah! I don't like falling. Falling's not good. Now where's that door? I'm gonna look at the map, see if that helps me. That's the way I came. I think it's right behind me. Is it this way? I can't remember. No, that's the way I came in. I think I might have been in the right area before. Getting lost with Riker Rider. I guess I can still make that jump. Now let's pull this out of here. Here we go. Now, if memory serves, I think we actually want to go to the right first. Because there's a power-up back here. I think. Boy, the extra difficulty is showing, because on normal and veteran, you can take those guys out with one charge shot. This is the reason why I went to the right first, though. There is an energy tank in here. Now, this is all the energy tanks that we're going to be able to get for a while, unfortunately. I think we have to get at least 2 major upgrades before we can get another energy tank. But there's plenty of missile expansions for us to find. Can we actually go in the tunnel, please? Thank you. Now that we've got that cleaned out, let's head to the other side. Yep. Wait, what? Wow. Not even the Shriek Bats die in one hit in Hypermode. That's crazy. What is that, missile door? Yeah, missiles. Huh? Oh, up here, okay. I am good at seeing. Okay, good. Thought that guy went into hyper mode. Yeah, enemies can go into hyper mode too. What's this? Oh. I'll show you what this thing is. It's a special growth that you need to, that you need hyper mode for. And you see once you use hyper, if you just back out of hyper mode like that, you'll get your energy back from there. You know what? I'm gonna just get rid of these guys with them because it's annoying. I mean, I do take some damage from it, but I was probably gonna take more with 3 of them firing at me. You need to be able to make calls like that when you're playing in hyper mode difficulty. I hear an energy tank. Or not an energy tank, I hear a power-up. How do I get to this one? Huh? What shot me? I know there's a tank around here. I can hear it. Yeah, it's right up there. How do I get to that? What room am I in? Yeah, this is the next thing I can get, but... Okay. Okay, I think I remember how to get this now. No? Huh. There's a platform I'm not seeing somewhere around here, probably. But I know you can get this right now. Maybe it's farther back in the room. Oh, there it is. I just missed the little fuel gel thing. I think that's the guy that was shooting at me before. So just up here, little double jump across the room here, takes us to a missile expansion. Now these missile expansions are valuable early game, but they're not so valuable in the late game. Unfortunately, in this game there are no charge combos. I think what I'm going to do is just get the next major upgrade and then call it a video, because this is running long. What's in here? Reptilicus lizards, I believe these things are called. Now, I could take these guys out the honest way, but in hyper mode they have a lot of health. As you can see, a lot of health. So I think I'm just going to use hyper mode on them. It makes the process faster. Oh, another very nice side effect of hyper mode is as long as you're in hyper mode, you are invincible. So hyper mode not only boosts your firepower, but it gives you 25 seconds of invincibility, which is huge. Did I miss another one? No, I didn't. Not yet. I don't know what it is, but in my practice run, finding that block again took me a while. Now, I have enough of these little bugs latch onto Samus, and she'll float into the air. When you want to stop floating, just lay a bomb. So we'll go up a little higher to get this missile expansion here. So that gives us a total of 20. Now, normally what you'd have to do is you'd have to jump back out. But, oh right, I forgot to mention, in Metroid Prime 3, and if you play the trilogy versions of 1 and 2, if you flick the Wii Remote up, you can do a spring ball. But in Metroid Prime 1 and 2, you need to have bombs before you can perform the spring ball. Okay, in this room we get our next major upgrade. The Grapple Swing. This restores grapple beam functionality to grapple points. So now you have a grapple beam that functions other ways as well. But I think I'm going to stop here, because this has been going on for a very long time. Enjoy the long episode, but I'm not going to make a habit of this. Next time on Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, we are going to head back through Brio and see if we can't not go to that down vessel. We should be able to now that we have the grapple swing. See you guys for that next time.